Hello, everyone, and welcome to this audio podcast. This audio podcast as part of a quantum edition. This audio podcast as part of a Labostix sequence. This audio podcast as part of a vortex gauntlet. This audio podcast as part of the abstracts, and this audio podcast as part of a storm Labostix production. In this audio podcast, or through this audio podcast, looking at abstract from in around 2012, and looking at works in regard to how young people cope with chronic kidney disease or CKD, and where the original works was from 2012 was collaborative between two or three academic institutions, and also where the work of the where was where the original works looks at how young people cope with chronic kidney disease or CKD as part of a literature review. So, chronic kidney disease or CKD is a complex, long-term or long-standing condition in all age populations or in all age groups. It is or has been reported that the incidence of renal replacement therapy, also known as kidney replacement therapy, in young people is in around seven to eight per million population. Notwithstanding those individuals who may receive or have a donor kidney in context where transplantation is concerned, many individuals may be disenfranchised by perceptions of helplessness and feelings of powerlessness against a backdrop of diminished health outlook. And consequently impacting on capacity for effective coping. So the aims around this as part of this works, or this abstracts, was where investigators sought to look at how young people cope with CKD, with chronic kidney disease, with chronic kidney disease, and where there was a sort of a collaboration to develop a literature review on this aspect. The methodology included where 337 abstracts were identified. 63 papers or publications were cross-examined using a critical appraisal skills checklist tool. And as part of the analysis, young people face various demands. These may be episodic or ongoing, depending on health and circumstances. The themes that the review sort of uncovers include number one, lack of coping definition. Number two, coping strategies in young people. And three barriers to understanding of coping in young people. As part of the sort of conclusions to the abstract, more qualitative investigation or research is vital to retrieve real life perceptions from young people coping with kidney disease to identify how care should be made more explicit for them. Some terminologies to identify similar works include chronic kidney disease, coping, literature review, and young people. That draws this audio podcast to a close. This audio podcast as part of a quantum edition. This audio podcast as part of a Labostix sequence. This audio podcast as part of a vortex gauntlet. And this audio podcast as part of the abstracts, and this audio podcast as part of a Storm Labostix production.